Okay, today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some cultivating in my garden with my 2-wheel hoe, and I'm going to also put some worm castings down on 4 beds. I think I have enough worm castings for 4, maybe 5. So I'm going to go ahead and cultivate the rows I have here and add some worm casting amendments. We're supposed to get like 4 days of rain, so I want to go ahead and get the soil broke up a little bit to take in all that rain we're going to get ready to get. But it's been a real wet winter, so I need to get on this while I can. So I'm going to go ahead and add those worm castings and do a little bit of tilling in the garden with my two-wheel hoe. Okay, before I get started, I want to show you the hoe that I'll be using. I got it a couple weeks ago. My wife purchased this for me as a gift. This is what I'm going to use to cultivate the soil. It'll break up about 2 to 3 inches of topsoil. That way when I pour or spread the worm castings on the bed, I can just rake them in and it'll look really good. Okay, I have 2 rows that are marked, as you can see right here. That's where the beds will be. That's where I'll be working. And then right in front of each row, I have a bag of worm castings that's going to go in each one that I'll rake in for each bed. And I only have 4 right now, so I have to go and pick up a couple more to finish this job. But this is how I'm doing it this year. Okay, now that I'm done with the 2 rows, I need to move my line over. And this is how I've done it, or how I've made up my line. I just looped it over. And I used a piece of wire and just crimped it. And it simply just goes over the hook here. Real easy. And then I stretch it to the other end of the garden. Okay, now on this end, I just used one of these carabiners I use for camping. I didn't go out and especially buy this for this purpose, but I had it from camping, so I'm going to use it. It's a lot faster than tying knots and trying to untie knots. I just hook it on there, on the little thing there, wrap it around, pull the string tight, and there it is. That's all there is to it. Okay, I'm done cultivating my rows with the 2-wheel hoe. I went ahead and did them all 7. I didn't do the raised bed. I'm just going to work on the rows today. That 7th one closest to the shed, I have onions planted in there. But that's what it looks like after I've gone over it with the wheel hoe. Now, it's simply opening up these worm castings. And I picked these up at Home Depot. The bags say 6 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and put a whole bag on each row. I don't have enough for all the rows. I have 2 rows here that I don't have worm castings for. But they're the 2 rows in front of those 2 bags there, where I'm trying to keep water from rushing through there. So I think it's good. I wait on those 2 rows until I get this repaired before I start adding any more amendments to those 2. But the next move is opening these bags and raking in the worm castings, getting it ready for planting this spring. Okay, everybody, this is the worm castings. We'll go ahead and open it. And let's spread some worm castings. Okay, I have the worm castings spread on all the beds but the 2 right in front of the green bags. Next step is just to rake it in. At the same time I'm mixing it in, you want to level your bed, make it nice and neat. So you want to move the dirt around so it's all nice and level. Chips that might be on your bed, just kind of lightly rake over the top and move them to the end here. Like that. I didn't do that one, did I? Okay. All this heavy debris, to kind of lightly rake it the way I'm going, bring it out. And then mix my castings in. Okay, I'm done raking in all the worm castings. I need to get 2 more bags, But other than that, the garden is ready for spring planting. Standing over here in the shade because the sun is so bright. Hopefully you can get a good view of it from this angle. But what I did is raked in those worm castings and I leveled off the soil, raked lightly off the really big debris like roots and stuff like that, and big pieces of wood chip that got pushed into the garden from the heavy rains this winter. But it's coming along. It's looking better, looking ready to start working in. I'm excited, can't wait for spring. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.